Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel of Mr. Balloons, and today we are doing week 2 predictions of the Barclays Premier League. And it's going to be kind of a hard one because two games, were postponed last time, so we're just going to have to go off the base of the last 5 games last season and all the signings that they've made. So, on the 19th of September, Everton versus West Bromwich Albion. I'm going to say 2-0 to Everton. For my reason of this, Everton had a really good game against Spurs, yeah? Calvin Lewis, he's just good. And honestly, West Brom, they didn't really have a fight against Leicester. But, I think it might be a bit more closer, maybe 2-1. But I'm going to say 2-0 because of Everton's signings and how good they played against Spurs. They'll probably keep it on. But it might be 2-1, bearing in mind. And the next game, it's going to be Leeds United versus Fulham. Now, last time I predicted Leeds, I said Liverpool to win it 2-0, but I said it's going to be a very close match. Leeds, 4-3. What a game that was. That's an absolute smacker. I only watched the highlights, but it was a good game. Well, I'm predicting 2-1 to Leeds United. Now, Fulham, they lost 3-0 against Arsenal. Arsenal are a hard team to beat. But really, they didn't really give it a fight. And I think they might be a bit more determined against Leeds United. And because of Leeds United scoring as many goals as they did, I think they'll probably be going to score another 2. But I think Alexander Mitchell is so solid, I think he'd probably bang in a goal. Unless he's injured, I'm not too sure. But the next game is Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. 3-1 to Manchester United. Now, Manchester United, I'm only basing this off of their new signings and the last 5 games last season. And depending how good Crystal Palace did. Now, Crystal Palace won 1-0 against Southampton. A lovely game. Wilfried Zaha. It was a lovely cross ball into Will Zaha, which just finished it lovely. But really, they didn't really deserve it massively. Southampton had way more chances than them, but they took their chances. Man United signing, I believe it was Van de Beek from Ajax. It was a good signing, He's got quick feet, so Manchester United are going to win even more penalties because his quick feet in the box, it's going to win them a lot of penalties, and they'll probably get a penalty against Crystal Palace. But I think Man United got it in the bag. Rashford, Martial and Van der Beek, Bruno Fernandes, they got a whole amazing squad. But now, moving on, Arsenal versus West Ham, 2-1 to Arsenal. Now, last time I predicted West Ham, which is my favourite club, 0-0. Well, no, West Ham isn't my favourite club, Newcastle is, sorry. 0-0, I predicted. And it was actually 2-0 to Newcastle. That was all good. But West Ham, I think they'll be a bit more fighting against Arsenal. I mean, it was actually a very close game, but Newcastle, Callum Wilson, it was just a tap-in, and Hendrick, they gave him too much time. He just banged it top bins. Good goal. But, Arsenal did amazing against Fulham. And I think it will either be 2-0 or 2-1. Then moving on to a new date of 20th of September. You're looking at Southampton against Spurs. 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. And Southampton lost against Crystal Palace. Didn't really deserved. Spurs lost against Everton. I think Spurs will definitely win this game. But Southampton will also be fighting because Spurs losing against Everton, they probably wanted to at least get a draw or win out of that. I think they're going to be determined to get those 2 goals, Southampton, I think they will get a goal this time. It was a very close match, and Spurs have the most determination to get it. Now, next game, Newcastle United versus Brighton. This time I am predicting my favourite club to win 1-0. Now, it's probably because actually Newcastle haven't won against Brighton since they both got promoted. Now, last season I believe they drew 0-0 twice. I think it might be the same outcome, but this time I think there's definitely going to be goals. I think it might be 2-1 to Newcastle or 1-0. It might be a draw, but I'm going to back Newcastle up after last time I didn't before. But now we are moving on Chelsea versus Liverpool. Big game, 3-2 to Liverpool. Now, I know Liverpool only just about won against Leeds, but I think there'll be more up to it. Anyway, their front three will definitely win them the game. And I think it's going to be around a similar score like Leeds because of how Liverpool played against Leeds. Chelsea, they had a banger game against Brighton, 3-1. You see that goal from Reece James, the right back. What an absolute smacking goal. But it's going to be a very close game, And Liverpool might get another penalty. But anyway, moving on. Leicester versus Burnley, 2-1 to Leicester. I mean, Leicester, they had a good game against West Brom, 3-0. I predicted 1-1. Let's not talk about that. West Brom didn't really have it, as we talked about. But Burnley, I don't know about them. I know hardly anything about them because they didn't play last time. But yeah, that's all I've got to say for that one. Moving on to a new date, 21st of September, Aston Villa taking on Sheffield United, 1-0 to Sheffield United. Yeah, I think Sheffield United would be determined after losing 2-0 against Wolves. Wolves just, they scored 2 quick goals in the first 6 minutes. And Sheffield United, at some points, I was wondering, maybe they might get a goal. And I was kind of wanting them to get a goal because my prediction was 2-1. But oh well. Aston Villa, haven't seen them play, I don't think, no. Yeah, I think it'll definitely be a close game. It might even be a draw, but I think Sheffield United have it in the bag. Now, next game, we are doing the last game of this video. Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on Manchester City. 3-1 to Man City. Now, I think Wolves will definitely be fighting. They have a very good squad. Definitely top 6 in my opinion. They're good winning at Sheffield United. Manchester City just have a solid squad all round. Can't doubt about them. I believe they didn't play, no, but I think they'd definitely be wanting to get on the right foot of this new season to try and win that Barclays Premier League trophy. But Wolves did play very good, But I think that's going to be at the end of today's video. Hopefully you can like and subscribe and always remember, to turn on the notifications. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.